Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, man. Lumos. Lumos. Tricky after all, darling. Repair.
As it gets any more cozy. Mine now, damn it, guys.
Revelio.
It was a mistake parting ways with me.
Revelio. 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 Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding it. Revelio.
Ready for a little change in
Fashion, are we?
Plenty
And
to choose from here, so take your
take your
time.
time.
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure to introduce you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by with him. Revelio.
I'll fix it.
Revelio.
Hello, Serena. I received your out. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you have a local?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't get into your plans. Then I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan for some as I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. Ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool, he's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
Seems I need to find. This must be it. Accio! This must be the cellar. Now to find that venomous tentacular. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Hamora. Where is that venomous tentacular? Revelio. Petrificus totalis. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Now that I have the venomous tentacular, I should return to Mr. Barnes.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of mine from a former friend of mine?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacular.
Ha! Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them off the other way when they see me. Humans do every time. Ah, but if you don't fill up so much...
Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio. Who lived here, I wonder? Incendio. Confringo! Repulsor! That wasn't too hard. Revelio. Revelio.
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's directions with those boys.
Trigus Totalis.
You will regret.
Accio. Repulsor. Revelio. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Revelio. Confringo. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio. Confringo! Potato! Stupid! Confringo! Incendio! Ugh. Shame you're so foul. These rocks have seen better days. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Confringo! Revelio. Confringo! Merlin himself would be proud. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sportle? Revelio.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Hello, Hamora.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Hello, Hamora.
Revelio.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. he's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
I remember you. Your generosity helped me afford this rather exotic snake contraption. Very Salazar, isn't it? Come now, don't be stingy.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Revelio. What style?
This place has seen better days.
You will regret coming here. Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, mind. Well, not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now. You ought to cut back on push. Hello?
Protego!
Oh! Someone's here. No! No! I will make you pay. I don't think you know. There you are.
Accio. Descendo. Colpo. Flipendo. Accio. Levioso. Stop! Crisis. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Incendio. Fendo. Protego. Expelliarmus. Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. One camp down, one more to go.
Enjoy suffering, do you? Get my hands on
Revelio.
I didn't touch your helm. But thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. Know who my friends are now, don't I?
Petrificus totalis.
What was that? You will regret coming here. One less human to worry about.
Revelio.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten. You should know better than that by now. Why, as a grapple you are. Someone there.
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
I do, Miss...
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What are you looking for exact? Thank you. Sincerely. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Bardolph Beaumont
Revelio.
should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was. Shame Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. Shame, really. With Ranrock's camps cleared out, I have a feeling he'd have given up on dark magic altogether.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
I'd be happy to speak with you. Especially after your help ridding us of Ranrock's loyalists.
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little more about your brother Bardolph.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
Could Bardolph have run off?
No, he'd never leave me here alone. He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope.
Slow down!
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Confringo!
center.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself would be in possession of such a thing?
Yes, I have some right here. Please take it, and be careful.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I knew you had a good heart. I feel better already just knowing I have some thunder brew on hand. Please take this as thanks for your generosity.
It's Totalis.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Defender. Leviosa. Defender.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Revelio.
Levioso.
Accio. Incendio. Accio.
Levioso.
Accio. Descendo.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Levioso.
Defendo. Revelio.
Is that Infuriates wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardolph.
Confringo. Accio. Descendo. Flipendo. Descendo. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Bardolph's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
Revelio.
This mentions Inferi. Something about it being Bardolph's turn next. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him.
Revelio.
perhaps I shall know. If the bird is calling, I wouldn't say it's a good sign, not at all. It's evidence you've already caused disturbance, so no, I don't agree with you at all. Moving forward because you've heard the hoot of an owl? Nonsense. That's what I call it. Where did I set my traps? Was it Lower Hogsfield or Upper Hogsfield?
Expelliarmus.
I shall get that. Yeah.
Accio. Descendo. Caporso. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
I saw hoof prints in the forest the other day.
I'll be off to the tavern after this. They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a knobtail.
Yes, Totalis.
Isn't it best, though, to sense one's way through the unknown?
I'll have taken your life before you...
Revelio.
I never met a beast I didn't hate.
Nah, you want to leave it at least a week before you go poking about the tracks of a streeler. Need to let his trail stop smouldering. But then, you can find some good treasures. Yes, you can. I once found a copper pot that had a real gem in it. Amethyst, I reckon. Odd. Come to think of it, don't know who's cooking with jewels. No, now I recall. It wasn't a pot for cooking. It had no handle. It was a berry. Now the troll you are.
Confringo!
Potato! Confringo! Nice roll!
It's Nora Treadwell's little saviour.
Accio.
Also, you ain't wearing that gauntlet helm, you stop. No matter how many burn by unfriendly.
Arresto Memento.
Hard to pin down. That to warm you up. Confringo! Confringo! That's mine!
Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Expelliarmus.
No!
Confringo. Revelio.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named. Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough dumb beasts for everyone. What's this? You're burning my
Pulsar.
Revelio. Confringo. Lindo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Glacier. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Bolso. Accio. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Also. Revelio. Incendio.
The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here. Abandoned long ago.
Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio.
I've seen you use Expelliarmus many times. Won't work on me, I can tell you that.
Confringo.
Quite the impressive fighter, aren't you? But now you've met your match, I'm afraid.
Revelio.
I've seen you duel. Your strategies won't work on me.
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find...
You've made up a hop. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right. What are you looking for exactly? Oh, I do hope my brother is all right. Thank you for passing through.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph, my dear, dear brother.
Revelio.
Mine now, demi-guys. Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Revelio.
Seems like a quiet night.
Tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we could steal some beasts from the pens at home.
Nowhere to run! Shine that! Reducto! That's proper feeble, that is! Reducto! Expulso! You'll figure her out soon enough! Reducto! Protego! Expulso! Reducto! Expulso! Stop that! Reducto!
I did it. Revelio.
Gave the hawk lumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find... Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio. Confringo.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or hold it all together.
Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
One less foul hulking brute.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Come on in. Oh, not so fast. You need to tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacula. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Revelio.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggamel potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
I was wondering when I'd see you again. Let's look at what we have, shall we? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't mean
What do we have here? A demiguise. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Revelio.
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face.
Revelio.
Revelio.
We don't need the Ashwinders.
Revelio.
These rocks have seen better days.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
Well, as it happens, I have what you need. Here. Not sure it'll help you, though. Be careful, won't you?
Oh, you're a gem, you are. I'll be sure to be very careful. And you be careful too. No grim is going to get me. Thanks to you, kind child. I must insist that you accept this small token of me gratitude.
This looks intriguing. This place is...
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howen said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle ground. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when...
Levioso!
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. Oh, no, you don't.
You got one!
Revelio.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Revelio.
Incendio.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor and... Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Professor Howard will never believe this. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be...
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother, until... Never mind. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio! What was I thinking?
Accio!
That was sensational! Accio! Yes! You'll have to do better than that. Accio! Yes!
Accio!
You'll have to do better than that. How about that? I won! Good match. Care to have another go?
But of course.
Splendid! Accio!
Accio!
How am I to top that? Accio! Yes! That was sensational! Accio!
Accio!
How am I to top that? That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Revelio.
I hated learning banishment.
Aloha Mora.
brand new game. Just beware the open flame.
Revelio. Revelio. Finite. Levioso. Incendio. Depulso. Accio. Flindo. Descendo. Flipendo. Finite. Revelio. Lumos. Glacius. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
We were merely musing on the state of affairs. I don't even find her interesting. She's a bore. A dreadful bore.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot. insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. Notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Behind me! I promise! It was an accident!
The treasure hunter.
Revelio.
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time. Even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while. Just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Graphorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting. This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. Well, here it is. The Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Have to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. What's next?
Depulso! Accio! Depulso! Accio! 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 Depulso! Accio! Repulsor!
Getting the hang of this now. Just one left.
Accio! 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 Accio.
I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know.
Flipendo. Accio. Depulso. Flipendo. Accio. 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 Depulso. Accio. Accio.
That's the last of them. Seems over. This must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble.